Welcome to Sadhana. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Kirby. I'll be guiding you through class today. You will need a blanket, and if you would please begin sitting up on your blanket to lift your pelvis, and also a couple blocks. If you don't have blocks, then you should buy some blocks. Because if you're doing yoga on YouTube, you probably practice pretty regularly, and blocks at home is a pretty vital piece. So go spend the 14 bucks and do yourself that favor. If you don't have blocks, it's okay. Just do everything that I guide, sans blocks. Go ahead and get comfortable in your seats. Again, lifted on a blanket. You can even lift on a block and take your fleshy part of your butt and pull it back behind you. Feel the tilt of your pelvis and rest your hands down on your knees. As you ground into the moment, close down the eyes. And lift up out of your side waist. Inhale, reaching the crown up. Take a breath in. And exhale as you heavy through the hips, through the knees, through the feet. Inhale, there's a lightness through the shoulders, through the neck, through the chest. Exhale, there's a heavying of the hips, of the thighs, the knees, the feet. Feeling the polarity of heaven and earth, and you're right there, smack dab between the two. You are that connector. You are the seed. What you plant, how you grow is entirely up to you. How you water yourself, give yourself sunshine and fresh air. What kind of pot are you planted in? Are you confined, or are you out in a vast garden? Visualizing yourself as a seed, imagining that seed planted right in the seat of your heart. You begin to breathe in and out from your heart center. What you focus on grows. So if that's negative thoughts, well, negativity will grow. If that's positive thoughts, if that's affirmations, if that's manifesting, then guess what grows? Visualize that seed down in your pelvis. And imagining a flower growing from the seed up through the spine, through the heart, through the throat, through the third eye, all the way up through the crown. As you exhale, letting the breath go. Inhaling, there's a blooming, there's an awakening happening inside of you as that flower spreads and crowns above the head. Gentle exhale to winter. There's that feeling of spring as you breathe in, awakening, blossoming, and breathing out, winter, new season. Hands are down to the knees. Begin to shift your pelvis forward and back to a seated cat-cow. You begin to ignite the pelvis, the soil. Maybe you're watering that soil. It's been dry. There's been a drought. You're tilling. You're tending to that inner garden. It all starts with the soil. So imagining the pelvis as the soil, as the fertile grounds, and you're shifting forward and back, forward and back. So you begin to link your breath, inhale, exhale, Inhale, exhale. So there's a feeling of turning on. Maybe you speed it up, get things moving. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead, clasp your thumbs, spread your forefingers wide. Imagine a flower blossoming out of the top of the head. Hold your breath. Exhale, imagining those petals falling towards the floor as you release the breath. Take a moment to check in. Taking your hands into fists at the chest, broadening through the elbows, like you're about to fist bump yourself. Yeah, good. Elbows are in line with shoulders. On the inhale, pull your scapula together on your heart, on your back, lift your chest up towards the sky. Exhale as you round, like you're fist bumping yourself, bring the hands in towards the chest. Inhale, lift through the heart, rise your sternum. Exhale to rounds. So again, that variation of cat-cow. This time we're opening up the windows of the lungs. So if this is the stem of your flower, we have the soil, it's fertile, it's supporting the growth. And now that growth begins to happen. You feel yourself growing taller. You feel the breeze, you feel the sunshine, letting it all in, letting the nutrients allow you to grow. Let your breath match your movement, start to speed it up. Inhale, clasp your thumbs, stretch your forefingers up and overhead, hold, retain. Feel yourself as that blooming flower. Exhale, petals release. So embodying and visualizing, imagining the natural cycle of a flower of nature. Where are you in that cycle of blooming, of ripening, or the petals falling and you're welcoming in a new chapter, which does require a moment of death, a letting go, a pause. Gently blinking the eyes open, moving your blanket out to the side, come into tabletop. As you come into all fours, let's measure out, finding right angles. Take your hands into fists, measure the space between the thighs. Yeah, so knees are directly under your hips. Place your hands back under your shoulders. Spiral your hands in. Middle finger taps middle finger, so they're gently grazing. Wrists here should be directly under your shoulders. Fan your fingers back out so they face towards the top of your mat. Good. Right fingertips face towards your body. So like you're flipping a pancake. Left fingertips face towards your body like you're flipping a pancake. Right fingertips face forward. Left fingertips face forward. Right fingertips back. Left fingertips back. Right fingertips forward. Left forward. Stay. Right fingertips back. Holds. And start to find a circular motion with your pelvis. Imagine there's a clock face on the wall behind you and you're trying to hit all hours on the clock. So moving clockwise, 12 to 3 to 6 to 9. And the hips stay somewhat stable. So the motion comes from the pelvis, hitting every hour on the clock. And slow that down. Right hand forward, left fingertips back. Move the opposite direction, counterclockwise. You're moving 12 to 9 to 6 to 3 to 12 to 9 to 6 to 3. And the neck is on the same line as your hips. So there's this match of movements. If the hips move, the head moves. And then go ahead and slow that down. Come towards your center. All 10 fingers face forward. And then start to flip your pancakes. All 10 fingers face towards your body. Take a breath. Send your feet back. Come into a plank here. There's a gentle puffing up of your back, and you wiggle your toes back. You're a lot longer than you think. Shoulders over wrist. Find your ankles. And then start to flip your pancakes. Left fingertips forward, right fingertips forward. Left hand back, right hand back. Keep going. You can absolutely do this with your knees down. All 10 fingers face forward. Drop the knees. Cat-cow here. Let the belly drop. Lift the heart. Exhale as you round, round, round. Gaze back. Inhale to lift through the spine. Lift through the heart. Exhale to round and tuck. Find a moment of neutralizing. Go ahead and find your blocks. You're going to take one between the thighs. So get it real high up there. And then you'll take one right under the chest. So ideally it's placed where your hips, the top of your hips can land, and equally where your forehead will kiss. So that'll be middle setting or potentially highest setting. Squeezing onto that block, tuck your toes and come into plank. Squeeze the block, bend your knees, straighten through the arms, begin to lift your hips. Keep the bent knees and tap your forehead down towards the block. And you may need to readjust. Knees stay bent, hips stay high, spine stays long. So there's less weight in the hands, and it's evenly distributed, and it's cascading down the legs. Take an inhale forward towards your plank. Can you tap your hips down towards the block, moving into upward facing dog, feeling that support. Exhale, downward facing dog, tap your forehead to the block. Coming forward through plank, hips down towards your block, find that supported up dog. Exhale, come on back, tap the forehead, down dog. Keep going. Pause in dog. Big exhale. Lower down to your knees. So good. Go ahead and move your blocks out to the side. Take them towards the top of your mat in case you need them. Find your alignment. Bring your middle fingers to graze and then fan your fingers back out. Tuck your toes and press yourself back. Down dog, knees bent, pelvis high. Feel the energetic push of belly towards your thighs. Really press your butt up. Lengthen through the arms. Spiraling your armpits towards the heart. Gaze forward and start to walk all the way up. Feet to hands. Space between your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold it out. Grab opposite elbows, hang and dangle, and plant yourself back into your soil. So ideally, knees find armpits. Notice how well you fit yourself. You are your other half. If you were a plant, you would be cacao because she grows and was reborn all on her own. She's quite miraculous. She has her baby with herself. Yep, fun fact about cacao. Release your hands down and roll up. Begin that journey. As you rise, sweep the arms overhead. Hook your thumbs, spread your forefingers. Feel your flower bloom above head. And take a lateral stretch to the right. And it's not so much about the depth, but really the stretch and the reach of the arms as you roll your right lung up and send your left shoulder back. Draw it up through center. Take a lateral stretch to the left. Really bump into your right hip. Spiral your left lung up, your right shoulder back. Inhale, lift. Bend the elbows, cactus. Exhale. Into your mountain. Relax the arms. And ground. Can you energetically fan your heels out? We like to pigeon toe here, so bring the heels slightly out so they align with the toes. Sit back towards your heels. Utkatasana. Same energy with the legs. Energetically imagine you're pulling the mat apart under your feet. Then you're reaching while you do that with the fingertips. You're reaching for your dreams. You're reaching for your goals. You're reaching for the ambition, the energy, the might, the dedication, the drive that it takes to persevere. It takes repetition. It takes technique. It takes strength. And it takes you. It takes you right in the center of all of that to make it possible. One more breath. Stand tall. Inhale, hook your thumbs, spread your forefingers. Exhale, lateral stretch to the right. Draw it up. Lateral stretch to the left. Inhale, draw it up, bend your elbows, cactus, maybe lion's breath, stick your tongue out. Mountain pose. Utkatasana, press down through all corners of the feet. Stretch the arms, sit back, bend the knees as you lower the butt. Lift through the chest, stretch those fingertips for God. Sit your butt towards the earth, heaven and earth. You are at the center of it all. How does it feel? To be the conductor, the mediator of your life. Let the messages be sent. The affirmations. You are a blooming, budding flower. Inhale, stands, clasp your thumbs, take a breath in. Side stretch to the right, breath out. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, side stretch to the left. Inhale, pull it through center, bend your elbows, cactus. Fold it on down. Good work. Inhale, lengthen through the heart. Flat back. Send your left foot back. Drop your left knee down. Stay in your low lunge. Draw your right knee up into your right armpit. So fit yourself, right? Connection is safety. Walk your fingertips out from the mat, right? So make a V with the arms, tent up onto the fingertips. And then fan your collarbones. Tuck or untuck the toes, I don't care. And ideally, your ankle is right below your knee of that front leg. So if you need to, you heel toe and wiggle that right foot so it's directly under the knee. Take an inhale, sweep your arms up, clasp your thumbs. Feel that flower bloom overhead. Release your hands down, step back, high plank. Lower your hips, upward facing dog. So arms stay engaged, thighs are active. There's a squeezing, there's a contracting. And into downward facing dog. Knees stay bent. Imagine that block below your forehead. Left leg lifts. Ooh. Left foot through. Drop your right knee down. Right into it. Yeah, left knee to left armpit. Hook it in. Walk your hands off of your mat. Take that V shape with the arms. And then fan the collarbones. So spread the collarbones. Walking hands in, rise the arms, clasp your thumbs, fan the fingers. Exhale, hands plant. Step forward, top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen the heart. Grab a block, place it between your thighs. Utkatasana, chair pose. Take a breath in. Hook your thumbs, send your four fingers, spread them. Root your feet. Plant them into the soil. Breathe in from right foot to left foot, to left hip to right hip. Breathe from left foot to right hip, and right foot to left hip. Inhale, stands. And cactus the elbows. Exhale. Relax the arms and breathe. Take your block and move it. Good work. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold it down. Inhale, heart lifts, flat back. Step your right foot back, drop your right knee down, come into your lunge, hook your left knee behind your left armpit, walk your fingertips wide, lift through the chest. A little different this time. Walk your hands off of the mat to the right. Staying on the fingertips. And if you choose to, you roll to the outer left foot. Walk it back through center, left hand to inner left thigh, press it away. Keep your right hand to the top right corner or even off of the mat. Give yourself space to open the windows, to feel the fresh air. Come back through your center. Inhale, arms reach. Clasp your thumbs, spread your four fingers. So you are that middle point. You are the mediator. You are the connection of the soil to the heavens. So how you bloom is according to you, your attention, your energy, your awareness. Tuck your toes, lift your right knee, hover, breathe, strong, blooming. Biceps are in line with ears or even slightly further back. Looking into your future, the possibility. Release your hands down, high plank. Hips low, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Watch your lights. If you're in your house, don't kick anything. Right foot steps through. Drop that left knee down. Good. Find your low lunge. Armpit hooks behind knee or over knee. Walk your fingertips out. Broaden through the collarbones. Walk your hands over to the left. Stay upright on the fingertips. Maybe you roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Really get long here. How far can you walk your left hand? Can you walk your hands off of the mat to the left? Notice the habits of only going to a certain depth, pattern. Is that who you really are, or is that who you've just been conditioned to be? Come back through your center, right hand to inner right thigh as you press it away. Left hand to the top left corner of your mat or even further so you have space to open. Open the windows. Come back through center. Inhale, stretch the arms high, clasp your thumbs. Root, lift with the fingertips. Feel that beautiful axis, your long line, your sushumna, where the energy moves. Here's how we grow. Tuck your left toes, lift the left knee, hold. Can the biceps really frame the ears or even slightly behind? So you are moving into the future, propelling yourself, seeing the potential, seeing what's in front of you. Release your hands, step forward, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Beautiful job. Take a bend into your knees, interlace your fingers, and then place them down between your feet. That may look like bending the knees. We love bending the knees. It allows for the pelvis to move high and the spine to be lengthened. The pelvis to spread. The low back. Stay there, or literally, can you stand onto the back side of your hands? Breathing deep. Step off of your hands. Good job. Release. Reach your right arm behind your right leg. Weave it through the center of the legs and grab your front of your left shin. Left arm reaches behind the left leg, wraps around the front.
grabs hold of the right shin. So with that connection, you give yourself the ability to fold, and the safety to deepen, let that all go and roll up, grow up. Big reach of the arms overhead. Bend the elbows, cactus. Empty your breath. Mountain pose. Breathe into the big toe to the outer heel. The pinky toe to the inner heel. So feel yourself in the moment. Breathing into your left hip to your right butt. Feel it spread. And right hip to left butt. Connect with self, left foot to right hip. Right foot to left hip. Just with that awareness of grounding, there's a lift of the torso, axial extension, so lift away from yourself. Left shoulder to right hip, and left hip to right shoulder. Left foot to right shoulder. Left shoulder to right foot. Wrap yourself in your breath. Take an inhale, reach the arms high. Bend the knees, cascade forward. Lengthen the spine. Downward facing dog. Get into your long dog with your knees bent, your pelvis high, your belly towards your thighs. Forehead maybe taps for a moment to the mat. Inhale, your right leg lifts. Step it through. High crescent lunge to rise. Inhale. Cactus the elbows, bend into your left knee. Hover. Pyramid pose. Little step in with left foot, heel in, toes out. Taking a tail wag to the left, and then find that same variation with the arms. So there's a widening, a V shape with the arms. You're on the fingertips, either to earth or even to blocks. Walk your hands back in, standing splits. Send your left leg to the sky. Again, opening those arms out like a V. You grow where you set that intention. The intention is to rise. Rise, rise, rise. Left knee into chest. Send the arms up. Clasp your thumbs. Flex left foot. Warrior 3. Keep the arms as they are. Or you find blocks, my friend. You are welcome at any point to modify your practice. Biceps frame the ears or even slightly behind. High lunge. Let the left toes find the earth. Bend the elbows, cactus. Good work. Release your hands. Plant them down. You may chaturanga, absolutely, or find your up dog immediately from here. Exhale, find your dog. Left leg lifts. step it on through. High lunge. Cactus the elbows, bend the right knee, hover. Inhale, pyramid pose. Exhale to fold. Finding your variation of the arms, widening them. Taking your little tail wag to the right. Keeping the arms as they are, standing splits. Making space as you lift, so walking those hands forward. Rising with intention, right knee into chest. Stand tall, one-legged mountain, stretch the arms high. Flex right foot, clasp your thumbs, warrior three. You modify as needed, biceps to the ears or slightly behind. High lunge, cactus the elbows, ha. Release your hands, high plank. Your choice, chaturanga or up dog immediately. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lowering down to your knees. Grabbing your blocks. As you come onto your back, you want both of your blocks. We're going to use them for supported bridge. So as you lift your hips, you want the blocks right next to each other so you have more space to set your hips. I would say middle setting or highest, right above the fleshy part of your butt. Reach your arms overhead, grab opposite elbows. Settle in. Witness your breath. Witness your thoughts. What needs some attention? What needs letting go of? What within you is spring? What within you is fall? Imagining your breath from big toe to outer heel, pinky toe to inner heel, full foot connected and supported, contact with the earth. Left hip to right glute. And right hip to left glute. Right hip to left shoulder. Left hip to right shoulder. Right elbow to left armpit. Left elbow to right armpit. And if 6 on a clock was your pelvis and 12 was your third eye, breathing in up the front of the body from 6 to 12, and down the backside 12 to 6. Inhale 6 to 12, down the back 12 to 6. In the center of your moment, the mediator, you are both the visionary, the director, the producer of your life. You are the gardener that must tend to its soil, to its harvest, year round. Breathing in and out from your third eye, the space between your eyebrows, as you roll your eyes back in your head. Stretch your arms up and back. Deep breath in. Exhale. Release your arms alongside you. Lift your hips away from the blocks. Plant on down. Let your knees knock in. Constructive rest. Take a deep breath in. And a breath out. Rolling over onto your right side. Whenever you are ready, you press up to your seat. You sit on the earth or sit up on something. Closing together with hands in prayer. You feel the soil, you feel the stem, you feel the flower blooming overhead. Take a deep breath in and a sigh out. Closing with Om, the seed sound of creation, the seed sound of the divine, the seed sound of you, the seed sound of all things. Take a deep breath and a breath out. Inhale for Om. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And we close with peace, peace, peace as you blossom through all seasons of your life. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I'll see you soon.